Good morning, Praise and Pray. It's Lynn from Lot95Designs, and I'm here to show you just a quick little tutorial on how I did my cover in my Promise Journal. So yesterday I had printed mine out and got it all ready. It's the brand new release and in the shop. And Ginger had asked if I could show how I did the cover. So I'm just going to do a couple of the flowers to show you and a little bit of the background. What I printed this on was mixed media paper. Yesterday the cover I did was just on my matte flyer and brochure paper. And you just take your watercolor pencils. I'm using the Albrecht Dürer, and just add color, just like you're coloring, onto your flowers. If you haven't used coloring before, like with watercolors. And you can do them all at once or one at a time. We can just add all the color in right now. We'll do some purple and pink. And I just wanted to say a big hi to all our new members. What an exciting day it was yesterday. Oh my gosh, we had 2 journals released, new stickers. And that usually does not happen in our group. What usually happens in our group is, you know, once a month I'll bring out a new journal or something, but because it was summer and I had the new prayer journal, I thought let's release it all at once, do a 2-day sale so you guys can all grab what you need, and then we're set, and the next journal will come out sometimes in August. So here we go, just doing all my coloring at once. So now what I use is my water brush, and it's just a little brush that you put water in. I think it's called Aqua Brush. And I'll leave links for all the supplies. And the watercolor pencils I use are from Faber-Castell. So this brush regulates the amount of water that comes out of it. So if you're like me and you're heavy-handed, oh my goodness, that can be a situation. So let's do this. So if anybody has any new questions on the journal, just feel free to ask me. We're an awesome group. I am so inspired. You ladies, I tell you, you guys are just amazingly lovely. And Joel, I love Joel. To take off the paint, just squish some water onto a paper towel and you're done. So let's do the purple. So yes, so welcome everybody, and so thank you. Thank you everyone that has bought the journal, and I'm very curious as to what you think of the colored journal, the garden prayer journal. I would love some feedback on that, so let me know honestly what you think. It's a brand new thing for me. I had prayed about how to increase my prayer life, and then I'd always start thinking about this journal, and I truly think that God put it in my heart and said, Lynn, you need this. So if Lynn needs it, and Lynn makes it to use, I'm going to share with everybody, because I use the products just like you do. I don't cheat. I don't use them in my fancy little software that I use to create it. I just use it like you do. So what I'm doing here is I got a little bit of the blue, and I'm just trying to pick it up with water and just get it off. Not that important because I'm going to do the background anyways, and this is my tester, and I'm a little shaky today, so I apologize for that. And so far, so good. My puppies are being quiet, but then again, a rabbit's not coming by. So that's for that. And just give it a little dry. You can dry in between. So that's basically how I did that. Then my next step, what I did was I used the Derwent Inktense pencils, and these are like watercolor. You move them with water, but they're ink based, so they dry and you can't take it off after, like what you do here with water. You can take it off. With the Inktense you can't. So I'm just going to actually do it this way, where I pick the color off the brush. I just pick it off the pencil with the brush, and then I'm just going to add a little more vibrancy to the flowers. So I'll just do that. And then I'm going to show you a really fun thing I did on the background. I made 2 big mistakes, but turned out very good, so I learned something new. So I will share those with you. So just a little bit of the Inktense pink, and we'll do maybe the purple, and same thing, I'm just going to pick it off. You can color it right on. You can do that if you'd like. I'm just going to pick it off like this and just add some highlights in there. Oh, that's awesome. And I had a blue, so I'm going to take some blue. And I work with either watercolor pencils or watercolor crayons. I don't have any like blocks or anything like that, so I don't know about those kinds of things. I had a palette of watercolor I gave to my neighbor because I just like these better. It's better control for me. Now with the leaves, what I did is I just used the Inktense green pencil. It's kind of a limey green kind of thing. So how's your day? My day is going really well. I'm roasting chickens, and this is actually the third time I've shot this video because the last time it was crazy blurry. I have no idea what was going on. I thought it was just my glasses and I thought it was blurry, but when I played it back, I thought I cannot show the group this. That was horrible. So I reshot it. So this is my third cover I've printed today. Fun, right? I'm used to that though. I have so many copies when I design. I print, I look at it, I change it, I print it. I have all this scrap paper all over my office by the end. It's quite funny actually. But then I just use it to jelly on. I use it for my jelly plating, or I use it to cover my desk. So there's always a way to use that paper. It's just, that's the Inktense. So again, once it's dry, it's dry. And then what I do is I have Prismacolors, which I didn't like. The leads kept breaking, so I bought a set of polychromos lately, which I absolutely love. So this is just a pencil crayon. This is what I use all my coloring, what I use for my coloring. And just gonna go around and add some shading into the flowers is what I do, just to highlight some of the spots and go around the edges. And then what I use after that is the colorless blender. It's a Prismacolor. I was trying to sharpen this thing today. Oh my gosh, I have so many sharpeners, it's just not working. And what this does is just smooths out the color. So it was grainy, and this will smooth it out. So then you just highlight the flowers how you want to highlight them and what areas you want to shade in. And so I just did that. So a little bit of shading going on, and I'll finish it up later. Then here's my first thing I screwed up on yesterday. I had taken my green pencil, and I always try to outline, you know, what I've done and add a little bit of shading. So I was doing my leaves and having a good old time. And then I thought I grabbed my colorless blender, and what I had gotten instead was a beige pencil crayon. So I'll show you what happened. So I used the beige, and I was like, wow, this is not smooth. It's got color on it. And I tried to take the color off the pencil, and then I realized it was beige. But I thought it added such a cool highlight, so I kept it. I was gonna erase it, but I went, you know what? I really quite like it. So I just used the beige in there as well, and I thought it just added to the leaves. And again, I just go over it with a colorless blender, or a lot of people use a white pencil crayon as well. You can do that for moving color around and just blending them together. So that is how I did the leaves. So that was mistake number one that turned out to be a really cool thing. So now I'll show you a bit of the background. What I use for that is my Neocolor 2s. These are crayons, and I will tell you, I bought this set over a year ago, and they don't even look used yet. It's amazing how one set I think would last you your entire life. So all I did is with this, I picked it off the crayon with the water, got it onto my brush, and then just started the background. Lots of water, a little bit of water, however you want to do it. And just, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so we can get a little bit more of the background. So yes, I just do this. You can color it on. With my Bible pages, I color it on. But with this, I'm just picking it off the brush. And like I said, more color, darker, less color. So just getting all those cool spots and spaces. And then I dried it up. Mistake number 2 is coming, don't you worry. Okay, so that's nice and dry, and we've got a little blue happening. Then I grabbed a lilac crayon, and again, just picked the color off with my brush and added that in to make like a marbled effect. Last week I was doing marbling with the distress inks, and this week with the crayons. And I'm not sure what to do for all my pages. The last journal, I jelly plated them all one night, and with this, I don't really know what to do. If I should just do each page different. Every journal for me kind of takes on a theme of art. I was kind of in the she art mood last time, and this time, I don't know, maybe some watercoloring. I'm quite enjoying getting back into some of my watercolors because I just do watercoloring in my Bible. So there we go. We've got the purple and blue happening. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the marbling effect. Now here's mistake number 2 that came into effect. As I was trying to get my, I'm going to zoom in because this is kind of funny. As I was trying to get the paint off the crayon, I was going like this, and it started to splatter. So I thought, oh, splatters. So I just kept doing this. I just kept just flicking the tip of my crayon and making splatters. So, well, that's kind of intense with the splattering, but I loved it. So I thought, this is cool. So I just did everything. I did it over the flowers and all over the whole thing. And then, you know me, white polka dots, right? If you're new to the group, you're going to see that I love polka dots. It's my new thing, polka dots. So I like white polka dots on everything. So what I did with this is I took my white crayon and I started flicking. And I started flicking white everywhere. So I got white on the flowers and white on the background, and I just kept flicking. And I just thought, oh, this just made such a cute pattern. I really, really liked it. So I hope you could see some of the white flicks on there. And then basically to finish it up, I just took my white pen and did some wiggles and squiggles around some of the items. This pen is not working real well. And around the flowers, I just started making spirals in white. And I spiraled all my flowers. So I just went round and round and round and round. And that's not really showing you what I'm doing, is it? I don't know why my white here doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. So again, just I started spiraling and just went around the flowers. And then just made some little squiggles here and there to kind of finish it up. So here's a little example of the white when it was all done with the little squiggles, and I finished up. These ones I just outlined them a bit in white. And then again, I had to, and you know I had to, get my stencil out and do the white polka dots with the white paint. So basically I just put some paint in my tray, put some white paint on my little sea sponge, and just sponged little dots everywhere because, yes, white polka dots. If you are a personal friend of mine on Facebook, you will see I have polka dot shoes as my cover photo. Yeah, a little intense with the polka dots. All right, so there we go. That is how I did my cover, just a little tutorial for you. I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you again for buying the journals and being part of the group. It's about us worshiping together, coming together, doing creative worship in His name. How we do it, which God we pray to, doesn't matter. We're together as a group, and you guys are so awesome. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy the video, Ginger. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.